Hello everyone, let's start this video. All right, AMSCO list 10. We've had a few false starts here. Hopefully this one worked out. All right, here's the words for this week. We've got teetotaler, loathe, rotund, misanthropy, antidote, tribulation, throes, decrepit, bigot, pungent, abject, banter, and abject. I think they're both going to be there. All right, let's get through this list. So short definitions, longer explanations from me talking. So a teetotaler is a noun. It's a person. It's a person who never drinks alcohol. It's also kind of been adapted into someone who never indulges in any kind of recreational, mood-altering substance. I, Mr. Bowman, am a teetotaler. I don't drink. I don't enjoy marijuana. Any of those things. I'm a teetotaler. It's not for me. I don't need that. So I am a teetotaler. It can be used as a verb to someone who teetotals, but it's pretty rare. Generally, you're going to hear it as a noun. Now we've got loathe. Loathe is a verb. It's to feel intense dislike or disgust for something. It's a hatred, and where the hatred is so strong, it can gross you out. So like with this baby here, a loathing for something can be that you hate something so much because it's gross, right? You taste it. Oh, I loathe that, and it's gross. But a loathing can also be used more abstractly to you loathe, I don't know, cruelty. When people are cruel to one another, you loathe going to school, although I hope not that. It's that you hate it so much it makes you sick to your stomach. Now, rotund. Anything that's rotund is circular and shaped like a ball. It's spherical in shape. It's plump. It's a little bit, well, it's round in its figures. It's almost always used for living things and to say that they're a bit chubby. You can use it for other things as well. Feature of a building that's rotund. In fact, a big round room is called a rotunda. So there are definitely rooms, there are spaces to use that in a way that's described something that's not living. Misanthropy is an intense dislike of humankind. Now, misanthropy is the feeling itself. It's the dislike. Someone who has this is a misanthrope. So that's also a noun, but it's a person who has the intense dislike, right? To use it as an adjective, you could say that you are misanthropic. So it's a word that's used in a lot of different ways, but they all mean the same thing of you don't like people, you don't want to be around them. Misanthropy doesn't necessarily mean you hate every person on the planet. It just means like, I don't want to be around people. I'd rather be alone. They really all kind of bug me. Now, an antidote, we need an antidote for misanthropy. An antidote is a medicine or it's something that's taken or given to counteract a particular poison. Now, often when you talk about antidote, they'll use them in, movies and stuff. They take a poison, they got to find the antidote and drink it before they die, something like that. Where they get that right is that antidotes are very specific and they're meant for one particular poison. Sometimes people use the word to talk about after like a snake bite, they need an antidote. You actually need anti-venom for that because snakes have venom. So you do want to be careful. Antidotes are for poisons, not for venoms. Not that this is something you're going to use in your daily life, but that is indeed the case. Tribulation. Tribulation is a noun. Tribulation is a series of issues that are causing you great trouble or great suffering. You always use it as a plural and saying that you're going through it. I'm going through tribulations. I was suffered through great tribulations of some kinds. It's almost always is going through it and suffering it. You're almost always going to see those in the sense that accompanies tribulation. Throes. Incidentally, we always also go through throes. You go through throes. It's fun to say. It's intense or violent pain and struggle. Now, it says here accompanying birth, death, or great change. I actually don't remember ever hearing it used for birth. I'm sure that's true, but I've never heard it. Death throes is a term you'll often hear. Or just when going through great change and kind of evolution and struggle to change, they go through throes. Or they'll go through throes of agony when they're in, particularly great pain. Throes is a good word, but not one you want to experience. Decrepit. Decrepit is something that's worn out or ruined or falling apart because of age and or neglect. If something's been, left out in the desert like this, evidently a ship, it will eventually just fall apart. The sun and the wind and bugs eating the wood and all the rest, it's just going to fall apart and it becomes decrepit. It's unused. It's unusable and worthless and decrepit. Next we have bigot. Ooh, terrible, terrible thing. So bigot is a noun. The adjective, well, actually, the adjective would be bigoted. The trait of this that one would have is bigotry. A person who's unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or mode of thought that is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a person or a group of people based on them being part of a particular group. Any kind of racism, any kind of sexism, any kind of religious persecution. Anytime you're using what someone inherently is as a reason to hate them, their religion, their sexuality, their style. I mean, not to equate someone's personal style with a religion, not by any means, but if I have a bigotry toward, I don't know, anyone who likes a particular kind of music or something, while that's certainly a more changeable thing than something like religion or race, the idea being I hate someone just for what they are, right? Not because of anything about them as individuals, but because of the things that I associate with them. That is all bigotry. Now, pungent, oh man, this picture makes me sad. So pungent is an adjective. It describes anything that has a sharp, strong taste or smell. I like pungent foods. She's holding up garlic and making a stinky face, which makes me mad. I love garlic. There's never too much garlic for me. I like really pungent, sharp cheeses as well. Goudas and really strong Parmesans and Fontinas, things like that. Those are pungent. But I really like them. So, if you like kimchi or something that's been, pickled, those are all very pungent. Anything with vinegar is very pungent. It's just sharp. It kind of makes you make a funny face. I like that stuff. Banter, the friendly, playful exchange of, it doesn't necessarily have to be teasing remarks. It's a friendly, fun, clever back and forth. Hopefully you have good banter with your friends and your loved ones. Banter can be used as a verb as well about the exchange of these things. So that would be banter. Abject. Abject is nearly always used in a negative sense. It's when you experience something the most that thing can be experienced. Sometimes when they talk about like a movie being scary, they'll talk about it being an experience in abject terror. It's the most frightening a thing can be. Abject depression. You're the most depressed anyone can possibly be. You've gone all the way to the limit on this. What's curious is I've never heard it used for anything positive of abject joy, abject, I don't know, relaxation. It's pretty much always used to a negative, in negative circumstances. So that's where I'd look out for it. I've never heard it for something positive, but I suppose it's possible. All right, that is the abject end of this presentation. That's the last slide. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned some words. I'll see you at the quiz time.